Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another Season 13 video. In today's video, we are doing my main predictions for the season. For every season I've covered, I do a video like this where I discuss 4 main predictions about the story, characters, whatever. I want to distinguish the difference between theories and predictions. Theories are stuff that could happen, but I think these predictions will happen. So with all that being said, sit back, relax, and let's begin. For my first prediction, Klaus is not the Skull Sorcerer, but rather the Sorcerer is likely someone new. From way back when we first got the name Skull Sorcerer in January, Klaus has always been a candidate for the position. And, I'm really hoping he still could be, but I just don't see it occurring. This theory first came around because, well, Klaus is a sorcerer and he's still very much around. And he's also in the underworld, which has skeletons, and Skull Sorcerer, it kind of matches. Also, he has a mask, and his name, Skull Sorcerer, is a title like the Ice Emperor, so yeah, I definitely think he could still have a secret identity, but that identity may not be Klaus. Tommy and Drayson's made it very clear they don't want the show to be confusing for new viewers, and bringing back Klaus would definitely do that. It wouldn't just be confusing for new viewers, but also a lot of longtime viewers as well, who, may not know the Dark Island trilogy exists. They'd have to explain how he escaped the underworld, came to Shintaro, became the Skull Sorcerer, and it just seems like a lot to explain, when the season is definitely focusing on a lot of other stuff. I won't rule it out entirely, and I still really hope it happens, but it just doesn't really seem consistent with the show's current focuses. Next up, Vanya is a normal princess, and unlike characters like Harumi or Akita, she doesn't have a complex or crazy story. I think she's just gonna be there to accompany Cole and Wu on their journey, and not really much more than that. I doubt she'll have a full character arc or be a love interest, just a normal ally. On top of that, she's definitely not going to be evil or appear to be evil at first, and no repeats of Harumi. And I'm saying this because we really have not seen much of Vanya in any of the trailers or any marketing really. I think if she was going to play a crucial role, they would have featured her more and maybe hinted at her story. Basically, I think she'll just really be a ally character who's helping the ninja, but not really having a personal story. It seems to me like most of the time is going towards the Skull Sorcerer, Months and Geckos, and of course Cole's story. And I'd be totally fine with Vanya not really having an arc. I think a lot of allies in the past have, so having a more basic character isn't really bad for her. Also, inevitably, someone's gonna ship her with Cole, and I'm just gonna say, no, she's not a love interest, no, she's not gonna be Cole's girlfriend. My third prediction is that the Skull Sorcerer stole the Blades of Deliverance and started the Months vs. Geckos conflict. The reason these two tribes are at war is because each side thinks the other stole their Blade of Deliverance. The two tribes were each given a blade by an unknown hero who defeated Griefbringer in the past, and that unknown hero is very likely Cole's mother, who we'll discuss in the final prediction. But anyways, it looks like once the swords went missing, the two races went to war, and what I'm thinking is the Skull Sorcerer actually started this by stealing the blades. Now, the question is, why? Obviously he's a bad guy, but beyond that, there's gotta be a reason. I think that reason is because he wants to use these guys in his mining operation, and if they're already occupied by war, it makes it easier for him to exploit them. So he very intentionally stole the blades, because if they're fighting each other, how could they fight the Skull Sorcerer? And part of getting them to make peace is by telling them their mutual enemy is the Sorcerer, not each other. So I think the ninja will be successful in reuniting the tribes, and they will realize the Sorcerer as their true enemy. Last but not least, Cole's mother Lily was the hero of Shintaro Mountain, and this one is basically confirmed at this point by descriptions and other leaks. It isn't my prediction, but it's still something I wanted to discuss anyways. So in the past, Cole's mother defeated Griefbringer, the Skull Dragon, and brought peace to Shintaro. As I said, as a parting gift, she left a Blade of Deliverance to each tribe. Now, I don't even know if this season will show how she died, but it'll definitely explore her backstory at Shintaro. In a way, Season 13 seems to kind of be a parallel of past events. Now, this time, Cole has to defeat Griefbringer and the Skull Army, and they also have to learn Spinjitzu Burst. This sounds really cool, and I'm guessing we'll see some kind of flashback of how Cole's mother defeated the dragon. Again, maybe we won't see how she died, and I'd prefer if it stayed that way, but we'll definitely be seeing a lot more of her backstory. But yeah, that's about all for my Season 13 predictions. I will not be doing individual episode predictions this season, so this will likely be one of the only prediction videos I'll be doing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. We got a lot more Season 13 stuff coming up, including my first look special, which I'm hoping will be the next video. Share your thoughts on my predictions and your own. What do you guys think will happen in Master of the Mountain? And I'll see you guys next time.